All right, welcome back. So I actually noticed the other day when I was finished priming that I missed a small, about 5-inch section of a seam. So I'm gonna actually cut open this bag of 45 and I'm gonna just mix up a tiny amount and compound that and then get on with painting. I don't think it's necessary to go too crazy with this, but the 45 will definitely dry faster. So I'm just gonna open this bag up and get to it. It's always nice opening these bags, and then you got, try and not make a mess, but it's pretty unavoidable. And honestly, I'm just gonna spoon some in. I'm just gonna get just a spoon. Just gonna do a couple spoonfuls because it's a small amount, like I said. So this is the seam I'm talking about. So as you can see, quite small. Not much to it. Added benefit to having, to filming this stuff is that I end up getting a lot more light than I normally would have. Normally I'm working halfway in the dark. What I'm gonna do is get an initial coat on here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that's it. That's how much is left, a lot. Not much I can do with it, I don't really think. Maybe there's some areas I can patch around here, I don't know. Let me go look around, let's see. Let's go look around and see what I can patch. Look at that, right there. Look at that patch, giant patch. Not really. I probably don't have the paint for it. Good thing about this stuff is because it is considered easy sand, it will, I can literally wet sand that right off and it'll be gone. Let's get this cleaned up and back to work on the piece that I'm here to work on. All right, so this is this paint we're gonna be using. I have a little bit left in here. This is a PPG, it's metallic. As you can see, it's been used, there's quite a bit. It's kind of a gold that I've used here before. So I'm gonna just get this, get these cans open, shake them up. All right. So I'm gonna open this one first. Although I doubt there's anything left in this one. Kind of watery. No, I think that's had it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I mean, I'll use this as like kind of like a sludge bucket, I guess. You know, so like if I need some dirty painting or something, I'll use that. Okay, you can see it's kind of already got a little bit of a film on it. So hopefully that should be fine. I'm not really concerned about this because this is gonna need, this is gonna be textured anyways. But you can see this is kind of a cool look. It's kind of pocked and stuff like that. So I'm gonna actually use this stir stick and kind of see what it looks like. See what's on the bottom of this thing. There we go. So that looks pretty good to me. There's really nothing on the bottom of this can, which I'm actually very surprised and impressed. I mean, sitting on a shelf for 4 years, and it wasn't a very conditioned space. I'm pretty impressed. So let's get to painting. I'm just gonna keep using these small rollers here. I think that they're probably the best option. Small little foam rollers. Plus, if I really wanted to, I can cut some designs into this, like some random designs, and on my finish coat, it'll leave a different texture. Something like that, so that's what I'm looking to do. stuff's really watery. As a metallic, it's actually very surprisingly watery. You can see how much it just leaves on the, so it doesn't go on very thick. And I would say that, you know, like this might be from sitting for so long, but to be honest, it's not. It's just the way the paint is, to be honest. Just a very runny, watery paint. I'm not sure there's any way or reason to thicken it up, but there's definitely not a reason to thin it out because it takes several coats. So like first coat on this stuff will just be literally just to get some color on this. And that's kind of where it's at. So, and my goal is to get one good coat on the front of this thing at least. All right, I'm gonna kind of start similar to what I did before, which is just kind of start in one bay. I'll stay away from that because it's obviously wet. From what I found out with this stuff, you gotta put, you know, like I said, several coats. And then you can start texturing it. Before that, it's not worth it. So again, similar, I'll just do a quick coat. And then I'll go back through and fill the corners in after. And I'm sure as this is drying, you can already see it's reflecting quite a bit of light. Looks like customers are here, so we're gonna lose our overhead lights, which is fine. And a couple spots here that I saw that I missed, so I ended up just filling those holes with compound just earlier, but as you can see, this stuff sands off literally with your hand. I guess if your hand's rough enough, right? So that's that, and then I can literally just do this. There, primer coat, done. As I'm finding out the hard way doing this, it definitely takes longer than you think moving the camera around, but it's always, like I said, it's great because I have extra lighting. If we didn't have this light for the cameras, I would be probably in trouble because the house lights are off, so it makes it much more difficult. I mean, I have work lights, I have plenty of floodlights to do that if I really needed to, but this is kind of cool. I probably shouldn't be painting these outside edges because I do have to come in here, like I said, with a brush after this and kind of clean up the corners and stuff. And with my luck, and a black t-shirt, you know what happens. And I have yet to figure out what texture, what I'm gonna do, you know, finish-wise for this thing. I really haven't thought about it. Who knows? You know, I don't know. I might do a couple sample boards. I'm not even sure. wanted to show you this board. This is the actual color, so this has a little bit of a texture to it. You might not be able to see it fully here, but it definitely has a texture that I kind of made myself. So this is what I'm looking to do. Something, you know, this is plywood, same as that. This is probably 4 coats, 3 or 4 coats. This might be 3, but the 3rd coat is what you texture on this. And I think this one, honestly, it's kind of a wave texture. I don't know if you can see, but basically I just kind of took my, I had a different roller, a little bit wider, and I just smooth roller, and I just walked it through the paint as I was rolling it, just back and forth and just overlapped, and just kind of gave it, this metallic gives a really cool look to it. So, and I have some other finishes or textures that I've used on the lights that I have pictures of. So those are kind of some options as well. I can use brush to do it. I can stipple it, you know what I mean, and kind of I can do a lot of different things, make it look pretty cool. I can do each one of those different if I want, which would look kind of cool too. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So I'll figure it out. It's good that the outside of this is where you're gonna see most of the texture, because the inside's gonna be, obviously have PCs sitting inside here, taking up the bulk of the space. So because of that, the texture is probably gonna be, I'm thinking gonna be easier, kind of, wrapping around the outside edge of this. I did think about spraying this. It would have been a lot faster. But in all honesty, to spray it, I would have needed to make a spray booth. And I wasn't really interested in doing that. And it's, I don't know, it's a little more, I've sprayed before. I sprayed cabinets and doors and windows and all that sort of stuff. And I've actually, an airless cup sprayer. And this stuff will work with that, this paint. But it's just more work than I felt like it was worth. A few coats of paint, it'll be done. I'm gonna do the faces of this again, simply because I think that that's what needs to be done. I don't even know what I'll use this for, so who knows? I mean, maybe I'll use it to house controllers. Maybe I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll put, a couple levels of shelves in it and mount it somewhere for some purpose. But always good to have options, right? once this is done, back to the main piece, see how much I can get done. It will be 5 o'clock. I should probably leave, or I have to get dressed. So I actually brought a suit and tie for this event that I'm going to tonight. So I gotta get changed into that later. Good thing I clean up quickly. All right, so I actually just realized it is 5:25. So I've got some paint left here, so I'm just gonna paint for 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. And I might end up painting this piece. Like if it's going against whatever wall it's going against, I'll probably end up just painting this little bottom piece here, the same color as the wall, so it kind of disappears. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is have people see that as they're walking up, like this. You know, I want it to look more like it's balancing on the edge of this or floating, you know, which I think will look kind of cool. So what I'm saying is if I try and roll into these peaks like this, I do two things. Number one, I have to go at angles to get at it properly. Number two is I'm end up rubbing against the wall. So my texture is gonna have to be kind of unique to make this look good and work well. So and the reason I'm doing these bottoms is because that way when I come back, I can put this paint tray in the bottom and I won't have to worry about it. See, you can do something like that. But it's funny because if you do this, right? So you can do this, and you can do that, and do this, and you do that. And I'll leave it actually the roll of the back and forth because of this metallic. You'll see the strokes through there, so it'll be kind of interesting to see. All right, well, that's all I got today. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, but thank you very much. I'm gonna get to cleaning up and yeah, hopefully see you next time, and it will be, second coat will be done, back will be done. That little piece will have a second coat on it, and hopefully third coat, and figure out final texturing on this stuff. So looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Take care.